for having us.
We're using our Be Live software for the first time, so hopefully everything is going well. Feel free to ask your questions in the comment section if anyone has any questions for the plumbing gurus. But we just wanted to jump on here and talk a little bit about what you guys do, how long you've been doing it, and then maybe talk a little bit about, has your business been affected by COVID-19, and what can we do to propel ourselves into the future because of what we've experienced in the past month. So first of all, let's start off with just telling us a little bit about who are the plumbing gurus and where did it all come from? Where did it start?
You want to do it, Clayton, or you want me to?
Well, okay, so this is about last year, 2019. Was it 2019 or 2000?
January 2019.
January 2019.
Yeah.
We're just hanging out at Carson's place, and I brought up this crazy idea. I was going to start a fitness channel on lifting, and it was more or less geared towards everybody. It wasn't just powerlifters, CrossFit, runners or whatever. It was kind of geared just towards anybody that just loved fitness, period. And it was just going to be a huge community of people that were just going to help each other out, just a bunch of positive energy to kind of help people to achieve their goals, move forward to what they're doing. And then Carson's like, hey, that's a really good idea. Why don't we do that, but with plumbing? I was like, all right. And it kind of sat for a week or so. We kind of talked about it for a bit. And then was it a week or so? Or no, and then you said you came up and you're like, hey, let's call this the
plumbing gurus. Yeah, it wasn't long after that we just called. I came up with the plumbing gurus, and I was like, let's just post a video. We went downstairs into the basement. We set up a camera on a $20 tripod I ordered on Amazon, and the rest is history.
Right. I love it. And I feel like getting that first video out takes a lot of courage, right? It's that first one, do you think?
Yeah, you just got to hit press record and just get through it, and then plan to post once a week or have a schedule, whether it's once a month. Like, keep on that schedule and do it no matter what, whether you don't feel like it. A lot of us, base everything on feelings. We never feel like going to the gym. We don't feel like doing this, that, and the other thing. A lot of times we didn't feel like posting. We're shooting videos, editing them, and posting them. So it's
but that took a few months. I think it was like the beginning part was nice because it was like you're super pumped.
Yeah.
And for me, I had no problem at all getting in front of the camera and talking. I was like, whatever. People want to see me live. Like, it's not a huge deal. That's never been a problem for me, like hitting record. But the consistency part is kind of where Carson comes into play nicely. Is he's like, come on, man, we got to get this video out. And I'm like, all right, let's get another video out. Let's do it. But sometimes it's like, I think everybody has their own challenges. But, for us, it was more like, I don't think it was really hard for us to get started in front of the camera.
No, and like he said, the first few months, it's kind of like a new job or anything you start doing. You're always kind of super excited in the honeymoon stage type of thing of it.
Yeah.
And so we were posting twice a week for the first 2 or 3 months, and that got exhausting with trying to also work at the same time and all the other things involved in life.
And so tell me a little bit about the content. So you guys are posting do-it-yourself plumbing videos so that if people have small plumbing problems, they can just look it up? Is that essentially?
Yeah, so like if you were to go on YouTube and type in how to replace a wax seal, which is just a seal for your toilet when your toilet's sitting on the floor, that's what stops your toilet from leaking. If you were to type in how to replace the wax seal, we rank #1 for that specific key term.
That's amazing.
There's lots of different videos. Like I think we have like 70 some videos, and not all of them are actual do-it-yourself type of videos, because we started running, like, we've used my house and we ran out of things to do in my house. We kind of been making things up as we go. Like, we do tool reviews to also try to do like a Amazon affiliate. So if you review tools or parts and anything to do with plumbing, you can link Amazon links to it and make money through that way. You make a percentage, like an affiliate link.
Yeah, awesome. Like through the early stages, you can see. I guess if you were a YouTuber, like creator, you could see that our channel was like all over the place a little bit. It was because we were learning as we were going, and we were gearing towards the DIY content.
Okay.
But then we were also learning about other ways to get organic reach on Facebook, on Instagram, on YouTube. YouTube was our main platform. So we were like, okay, well, we got to get some interviews in there. We got to get some reviews on tools. So we were kind of like all over the place, but it kind of worked itself together at the end now, where we're like, okay, we're kind of well-rounded. The channel's got kind of, it's got everything almost you need as a, you know, as a beginner getting into plumbing. Like, okay,
yeah, we get a huge mixture of people commenting. Like, we get homeowners commenting. We got plumbers. Like, we've had a few plumbers, like young. You can tell they're kind of young, like apprentice type plumbers. And like, I love you guys' content. Like, we get all kinds of great comments, and
that's awesome.
Kind of, it inspires us to do more for sure.
Definitely. And so now I was checking out your YouTube channel. It sounds like there's something exciting coming down the pipe. That it sounds like there's an announcement about maybe a course even. Can you talk to me a little bit about that?
Yeah, so we are working on creating a DIY course. Right now we're in like a very beta kind of early stage where we're going to be offering it at like a super low cost. We believe it's going to be $50, probably American. We might be able to hopefully shift it for kind of local people to get it that Canadian. But everything we have to buy online is in American dollars, so why not sell things in American dollars?
Yes.
So it's going to be a course on strictly DIY plumbing, but right now it's just kind of like repurposed videos that are on the channel, but we're going to have added value where we do like a live call like this type of thing, where we answer people's questions and videos and things like that. We'll have a private Facebook group where same thing, we can answer any kind of questions, and they'll be able to contact us through email if they don't want to contact us in the Facebook group. They'll have our emails. We're also going to, like I said, the live calls, and we're going to be adding more and more content. The course will be being built as we go. We're kind of just starting it down here, charging kind of like a beta stage, and the course eventually will be upwards towards $300 to $400 kind of minimum for the course.
Mm-hmm. That's awesome. That's really interesting. And so now I'm curious, have you seen an uptick in viewers, seeing as how people have been home the last month?
Yeah, like double.
Really?
Yeah,
wow.
we were getting
pretty close.
What were we getting, like 15 to 16,000 a month?
Well, it was it was 15 to 20,000.
15
depending.
to 20. And now we're like 37.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. So
wow.
37,000 views a month. Yeah. I think January was really slow this year.
Yeah.
And we were like, what's going on? And then
we only had 15,000 in January.
Yeah, there was a few people that, or some of the people that we look up to were explaining that, you know, after everybody spent all their money in Christmas, everybody goes through a lull, right?
Yeah.
Nobody wants to do anything. They have no money to do anything, and then they get.
Can't even afford a wax seal.
Oh God, the leaking toilets! It must have just been outrageous by February.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like it was climbing before this happened, but it really did boost because more and more people are just watching content. Mm-hmm. And even videos that were doing terrible, that were never really getting any views, started doing really well. The videos themselves weren't terrible. They just weren't getting noticed. But YouTube has started pushing our content more and more. Like we're getting over 400,000 impressions a month right now, which is like, you try to get that on Facebook, good luck, for free.
Wow. Now, is there, like, so if people actually have questions, or if they wanted you to create content, would you want them to reach out to you and like send you a list of, hey, these are things we'd like to learn how to do ourselves? Or
absolutely. Like that's kind of part of what we're supposed to be doing is like our market research for our course. Mm-hmm. Is taking in ideas of what people want. And a lot of it we will put on, like we'll put as much on YouTube as we can, but the course we want it to be, it's going to be all those basic DIY stuff. We can only go so deep into doing, like, because there's so many different styles of faucets and showers, and so that's where the Facebook group and the live videos will come more value, so that we can walk somebody through their actual problems. But for what you're talking about, absolutely, we would love to get more content ideas, because like we always have ideas and we say we're going to do them, and then we come up with another idea.
Yeah. Yeah.
We have all kinds of ideas to do, but right now it's tough because we can't get together and do the videos really. So. And
so where should people send their requests? Is there like an email or something that people can send them to? Do you guys have a contact email? If they wanted to send a request to say, hey, any chance of a video on,
they can email us at theplumbinggurus@gmail.com.
Okay.
Yeah, Yeah, or they could even
Like
post
this?
on
Yeah.
Facebook. Yeah,
That's
they
it.
can post on our Facebook group. That's the Plumbing Gurus. You could ask to join, and we'll gladly accept. I don't think we've declined
Okay.
anybody.
Yeah, we have an open Facebook group right now,
Yeah.
public one, and with the course, whoever opts into the course, they will get access to the private one.
Okay,
We'll
awesome.
be answering questions in the public one, but we'll be putting a lot more of our time into the private one, and because people are paying for it. So
Awesome. I love it. And so now you guys are pretty serious about this. Like, I think you had said you've gone to Vegas a few times. Like, you've put a lot of time into learning how to be good at it. Tell me a little bit about that.
yeah, we've spent a lot of time. Yeah, tell her about Vegas, Clayton.
No, you go ahead.
Well, we went to Vegas. So the first one was just like a conference type thing where there's like 500 or 600 people. And so the people that put it on, it's Sean Cannell and Heather Torres. They're called Think Media, is their YouTube channel. And they have an online course called Video Ranking Academy. And that's where we learned how to do YouTube. And then we went to Vegas to see them. And then they convinced us to do a mastermind group where it's just them, those two people, and there's about 20 of us that kind of paid to be in like one big room together for 2 full days. And they just teach you everything to do with YouTube, but not just YouTube. It's like just running an online business and like and then they give you like a hot seat. So Clayton and I were both there. So you get to sit there and talk about your business for like a half an hour per person type of thing. So that was really helpful. And we went twice to those type of things.
I think something that's just like standing out to me is so interesting in your business is that when I think about a plumbing business, I don't think YouTube by proxy. Like I don't immediately go like, well, I mean, you could turn that into an online business and so I think when you talk about just like sharing good information and helping people do it themselves and providing good insights into what you're doing and how you can show up and help your customers, I think that just goes so far, right, in every business. So it's cool to see that you guys have applied that in the plumbing world, right? To just show up.
Like a lot of people, there is another plumber guy that's really well known in the YouTube world. It's called The Expert Plumber, and he's in Dallas, I think, and he does it just that's all his marketing. He fired his marketing team and just does YouTube, and his business like doubled. And he's making money on YouTube, and he has a course, and so he's just giving out free value, giving out information, and then a lot of the people are willing to use him as a plumber because they know, like, and trust him because they've got to know him just by watching YouTube.
What I can promise you is I would only ever call you to fix the wax seal. I would never do it myself.
That's also the nice thing about it. What's that, Clayton? Go ahead.
Oh, I was saying another neat thing in Vegas is because this style of business is when you talk to a lot of people about it, they're like, I don't think that's possible. There must be so much work to do, or I don't know anything about computers, or like there's all these excuses and reasons, or like, are you sure it's not a scam, or like how do you make money? And it's like not all of it is about making money. You know what I mean? It's a lot of it's like just putting stuff out there to help people. And you learn it along life. The more you help people and the more you give to people, the more things come your way without you even asking for it. So it was really neat to go to Vegas and meet people that were in the same situation or similar situations that we are, but just different industries that are new, that are like, hey, like, how you guys doing? Or like, we just got so many people coming up and talking to us, be like, you guys are plumbers. Like, why are you guys doing this as plumbers? There's there was like financial advisors and like like computer programmers and people that were like dentists.
People.
There was an eye doctor there. It was just like we were like completely left ball of everybody that was there. So it was neat to be around a bunch of people like that. It was inspiring because a lot of people that you talk to in person are like, they just don't get it. And they're like, oh no, I'm terrified to put my face on video or whatever. And it's like, okay. And I just want to throw that out there. It was really, that was one of the inspiring things for me in Vegas.
For sure. And
was seeing that there's a large community of us out there that are trying to make this happen.
And I think that community is really ahead of the curve because I think, for me, I know particularly like in the last month, our family has consumed so much online information, and I just don't think we'll be able to go back. Like, I mean, really, why am I driving all over town when I can have a Zoom meeting?
Yeah.
Really, my life is better because of some of the things that I've learned in the last month. And I think, you know, where you guys are at in the community that you're a part of is ahead of the curve on the direction the world's going. And I think we're certainly on the fast track now. If we weren't before, we really are now. Hey.
Yeah, now is the best time to is like, instead of consuming, you want to try to create instead of consume. It's easier said than done because there's a lot of work involved. Like, it's a gigantic learning curve. Like you're saying about being ahead of the curve, we're not even like, we're ahead of some people, but we're just still tailing in behind people when it comes to this. But
the conventional business, we are we are far ahead of the curve, but we're still behind. Like, but you know what? You are comparing yourself to the 1% of YouTubers that have made it, that are pretty much famous for what they do. So really, we're not doing too bad. we could be doing a lot worse.
Yeah.
Definitely. Okay, well, you guys, I don't want to take up a bunch more of your time, but I have a couple of hot seat questions for you. So are you ready?
Ready.
Okay, Clayton, last app you downloaded on your phone?
What's the app we're using right now?
Be Live.
Be Live.
Okay, awesome. I love it. Carson, last local business that you ordered something from?
My wife ordered some steaks today from Mahogany.
Oh, nice. Awesome. Carson, favorite COVID cocktail? Do you have a favorite cocktail hour?
God, a lot of wine recently. A few boxes of wine.
Boxes of wine, though, right?
Yeah, not even bottles anymore, just boxes.
Bottles it's not enough in a bottle.
Clayton, last person you Zoomed with?
Last person I Zoomed with? That'd have to be my mom, I believe.
Nice.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
How many kids total are you guys homeschooling right now?
I got one 5-year-old and then a 3-year-old that kind of just does whatever she wants.
How about you, Clayton? Anyone on the homeschool?
Zero.
Oh, good.
Yeah. No
Can
homeschooling.
Can I send one of my 3 over?
Sure.
School?
You have 3 kids that you're homeschooling?
Wow. Yes, they're 6, 8, and 10. So.
Oh my God, how do you do that?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I've been doing a lot of YouTubing how to do long division.
So those people we learned from, Heather Torres, you should YouTube her. She's got a homeschooling channel.
Okay.
She homeschools and runs a multi-million-dollar online business.
Okay, I'm going to look her up.
She's awesome. Heather Torres.
Okay, awesome. And then from both of you, what is the thing you miss the most about human contact or free COVID? Is that something you miss the most?
Sports.
Like
playing sports, not watching sports.
Okay. And how about you, Clayton?
Mine would be crushing a hard gym session for like 3 hours.
Really?
Just be dead after. Yeah.
Definitely.
100%. Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you so much, you guys. I really, really appreciate your time. What an inspiring call. So I'm going to share this, you guys. If you want to talk to the Plumbing Gurus, theplumbinggurus@gmail.com, and it's at the Plumbing Gurus, right? On Instagram, Facebook, and then Plumbing Gurus on YouTube, right?
Yeah, we're not very active on Instagram. Clayton seems to check it more than I do, but I'd say Facebook or YouTube would be the best.
Okay. Awesome. Well, thanks so much, you guys. I really appreciate it. Okay. We'll see you soon.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good night.
Take care.